What is up, guys? Day one, trading the exact MAD blueprint. For those of you who have access, who have opted to have access, scroll down the bottom of madstocktrading.com and click on your student login. It'll ask for your login, and then you can sign in. Click on the MAD strategy, and the MAD blueprint has the video overview. And if you want to see the blueprint themselves, download your copy of the MAD blueprint here. Click it. It's a downloadable PDF for you. It's mainly a decision tree here that tells you, what to do. So I got this, but I'm going to first look at the stockcharts.com. I'm going to look at the charts and the indicators, and then look at the trend spider, and that'll help me make my decisions. So the first one, AMRS, the end of the day at, go to AMRS, end of the day at 568. I thought it ended at 569. We got in at 559, about a 2% gain there. Everything is still looking good. I really like the way the Arun looks with the green at 100. Room to accumulate. I mean, everything, shaking money flow still after today, still going up. People are still buying it up. So I like it. Even though we're positive 2% up. On the trend spider here on AMRS, it broke this trend line here about 560, so it's just 8 cents above it. And same on the hourly down here, broke this resistance. And we should see this other resistance, 575, 576, are targets we want to see it break through. So it's kind of hovering at 575. We kind of know that's it. Take that 3% gain and move on. So this is the structure behind it. So go to the MAD blueprint. Right here at the top, Sunday, Monday. So that's, you're going to set your buy limit orders. It has these notes, 1 or 2. You're going to set your buy. Number 1 says here in the bottom left corner, set limit buys to Sunday night at target prices. Or number 2, watch market open and try to get in lower. Sometimes this can be a missed opportunity for a stock that takes off. We've seen that, and you just got to adjust and move on or replace that one. So there's only 3 options after Monday. Monday evening, you come home, you unload your things. You check the market, you see what you got in, and now we're evaluating stock by stock. So AMRS, we know is up 2%. No, it's not plus 5%, so we're not going to set a limit sell. It's between -3 and 3%, so we're going to keep it on watch, and it's not a -5% to set a stop loss. So my decision for this one would be to put an alert for it. So typically when you buy things, you're going to set the alerts anyway. We always promote that -5%, -3%, +3%, and +5%. So you have 4 alerts per stock, or you can start at -3 or +3, and then it goes to +3, then you got to set it again, or you can set it in the beginning. I will leave that up to you. Let's go with the next one, plug. PLUG. Indicators are looking like it trended down, which it did, because we got in at 201 at the end of the day at 194. That was about a -3.5% loss. However, we had this on the Arun. You have the red coming down here at 44 and the green down at 8. So once that green touches 0, my assumption or my theory would be it would bounce up and cross over the red and give us a positive. Another good indicator here is still the shaken money flow still rose. So people still bought it at the higher end, probably potentially in the morning. So with that said, I'm going to go over my trend spider. And again, if you just have stockcharts.com and you're looking at the chart, that's fine too. Or even if you're just using just the MAD blueprint, I'm just using these to back up just to kind of see how the market did, because not every day do I really get a watch all the time. So plug here ended, kind of came down here at 194, so it's still trending in this triangle. It's not going up or down. I know resistance is about 204, so if it ever hit 204, I know that that's something I want to see it break through. Down here on the hourly, kind of went right below the support line, so tomorrow that tells me 2 things. One, if it continues below, let's say 193, I'm going to set my 5% and be out since it crossed that. Or if it stays above 195, I'm going to keep this around for another day. So plug on the MAD blueprint. It's between -3 and 3%. Well, it's kind of over 3%, right? It's -3.5%. And because it broke that bottom support line, I'm going to set my stop loss at -5% just to be safe on this one. And if it doesn't, that's okay. I can just move that one tomorrow up into the -3 to 3% if it jumps back up and pulls back up, because the market was kind of fishy today with global news just kind of hitting the market, and it was a kind of a not the best Monday, but also good. Scared sellers means great entry bargain prices. So PLUG. Our next one is AREX. Mondays are going to be a little lengthy just because they are Mondays, and we got to go through each one. Again, yesterday, it was showing really positive signs here. Today we know it went down a little bit. We did grab it at 244. So it did end the day at 242, which was almost near the low. However, again, the Arun, this 8 green line should go down to 0 and bounce up. Still room to accumulate. Looks like people sold it according to the Chaikin, but it's still above the 20 on the stochastic. So, we're not over -1% on this one. No big deal. We will watch it. It'll fall here in the middle of on watch, because it's in between -3 and 3%. I have my alert set. I know if it goes below -3, maybe I need to set a stop loss, but if it goes up, there's potential to sell. So the next one, NVAX. Again, view the chart. Again, we know the market today still had the volume, 4 million. We did buy it at 154, end of the day at 153. Not a huge thing here. However, the rune again is telling me that, although if that red line stays between 90 and 100 and the green line stays between 0 and 10, it's in a downtrend. It doesn't look like to me it's in a very powerful downtrend, which is a good sign. NVAX, how it's played in the past, is a powerful biotech company that has a lot of volume, a lot of volatility. Kind of the Chaikin money flow went sideways today, and the stochastics, kind of dipped down. But you can see by the volume, it's broken into 20 million, 40 million, 60, and 80, that it still has a lot of volume, which means a lot of liquidity and volatility. So this one would just be another one I have on watch. So currently we have 3 on watch and 1 with a -5% stop loss. BTX, here's another one. It's probably the worst one of our day today. And you can't win them all, even though we want to. This one we grabbed at 231. At the end of the day, had this long leg down, the lowest of the day. Not the best thing. But we're only -4.3%. So it didn't hit our threshold of -5. However, again on their rune, still looking good. Chaikin money flow, people did sell it. This one I am going to set according to, let me look at the trend spider though. Maybe it did hit a support, or it's going to be bouncing off of, or if it crosses support, I definitely know I need to put my -5% stop loss. So on the weekly versus daily, or daily versus weekly, it's just kind of running sideways here, more at the lower end of all these, but you can kind of see here, let me zoom in, 221 kind of been a support that's really unidentified, but again down here on the hourly, it broke through this 226 support and 221. So looking at this, the next support line's at 220. So if it goes below 220, which is not right at 5%. So if it goes below 220, then it's gonna not be a good sign. Your stop loss will trigger. Go back to the MAD blueprint. We will set a stop loss at -5% on this one. And last but not least, we have TLGT. TLGT. Again, with the market and the way it was today, we got in at 373 and 369 which I think which I really believe is a good entry price on this one, because it has potential. The Arun is looking good. The chicken money flow is still in the green, and it's still kind of dipped below the oversold territory, which is all right. And silver accumulate. So this one's not completely horrible, about -2%. So this we're going to watch. So nothing you have a sell on. If you want to put a plus 5% just for the heck of it, that is always an option, because you're not always looking at your phone or day trading. We're all working professionals, so that's another good sign to do that. Looking at the trend spreader though, zoom in here. So it did look like today bounced off of or got really close to the resistance line, then came down. So tomorrow, hopefully we see it go back up here again, and then down here on the hourly chart, and just kind of cruising here with resistance up about 387. So again, guys, tomorrow we'll talk about the next day for Tuesday, and we'll go from there, guys. Hope this was helpful, and we will see you tomorrow.